Okay. Let's get ready. Uh, mm, okay. So yesterday, after I ended Hogwarts, I don't know why at the end, like the very last, like few 30 minutes or however long, it just decided to fucking start glitching out and like really, like freaking lagging and stuff like that. It was very fucked up yesterday at the very end. I don't know what was happening. I don't know why it happened, and frankly, it was just bad. But anyway, feeling a little down today for obvious reasons. Mume graduated today. I don't feel that great. I got another one coming up in the week. I thought about telling my one of the cats. I thought about telling my work that I might call in on Thursday. We'll see. Anyway, let's switch on over. Oh, what was I saying yesterday? Hogwarts, and then it broke down. Oh, since it broke down kind of early before I had to actually go to sleep, I decided to do my dailies beforehand. to just like get anything that I needed to be done for during the week, so that way I can just continue on with the story as we sit there waiting for the next part. Because now it involves Vivian, who I still don't know if I'm gonna do a roll for or not. I don't know if I want her. I see. I really don't know if I want it or not. But I'll do a poll, and if I get her in the first one, we'll see. If they can somehow get me to like her, we'll see. Right now, she creeps me the fuck out. What is this? Reach the diamond carrot rank. Complete main story, Barrier Tears Part B. Okay, what is it? This one. So, hypnosis recovery plan, then we have this whole story part to go through. Before we do anything, I got a pull to do.
Ready. Is it work time?
Head maid office stand.
I have.
Hey, did you good?
So you can see I leveled up everybody to
Head
get
maid
at
member
least
this
the
is
next
the
level.
path I thought standing by.
Some are ready to go up in level 50, some are
I
not.
have 2 guns, so
We're
double
making our
the
way up there.
accuracy.
But we have a 10 pull we can do. And then we're gonna do Jane. Because I do like Jane. I did a 10 pull for my Bang Boo and I didn't get it. Unfortunate. Anyway. I don't like it. Alright. Well, too bad, so sad. She's not in the group. We had Piper and who? Billy, right?
Time to kick back and chillax.
We can just skip the rest. She has all of her cinema, I think. No, she doesn't. Not too bad. It looks like Vivian's not joining the group. Ooh, hey, Seth. All right. I like it. Looks like Jane's not joining the team either. Wait, I think Seth has all of his.
One day, I'll be the best public security
like we got a
officer
set.
there is.
Well,
Is it work?
Head maid
Need some.
ready for
Stop.
standing.
Need.
Come on, if you need.
after I got to use Seth in a couple of the like the side content where I was able to just have him at full level, I actually realized how useful he is. Oh, his is almost done. I need one more. Wait, he has his. Oh, he has his as well. Okay, Seth actually might be worth building on.
If you need help,
'Cause
call
he
me
has his-
anytime.
He's almost C6. He's got his energy, his W engine, and he has all of his discs that need to be upgraded. And he's actually getting up to the level of everybody else. Actually, might be useful. Hell yeah. Right. Let's talk to Belle. We have nothing left to do but the main story. And running the shop. Belle? Vivian sent a message. Seems they've made more progress on the sacrifice issue. I wonder how Vivian's been doing. After Hugo passed, she's been busy managing Mockingbird. We haven't talked to her in quite a while. Weiss, do you want to arrange a time to see Vivian? Let's go meet up with her. Alright then, I'll arrange a time with Vivian. You just rest and await my news. Alright, rest on sofa. Let me in. You originally planned to watch some videotapes and rest on the sofa, but you end up falling asleep instead, until you hear something nearby.
Lord Phaethon.
Okay.
This time, let me.
Vivian?
Okay. Barry, you just sitting there watching?
I didn't disturb your sleep, did I?
Okay. She needs to be buried. Bury her alive.
When I got here, the other Lord Phaethon said you were resting on the couch and just let me in.
Oh, Belle. You couldn't say something.
I meant to keep you company while you slept, but then I dozed off myself. Ugh. I was going to sit here looking super cute, hands cupping my face. You know, like the #1 sleepy face I want to wake up to pose. I can't believe I ended up falling asleep myself.
#1 sleepy face.
Vivian, are you sure you're awake? That sounded like sleep talk. I'm sure sleeping in that position couldn't have been comfortable either.
No, Lord Phaethon. I was just worried that I had disturbed your rest. Just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already the highlight of my day. No, my entire month.
All right, yep. She needs to be put out and put her out in the garbage. And get rid of her.
Though it is a bit late, but good morning, Lord Phaethon.
Why so formal?
Good morning? Why so formal all of a sudden? Sounds like you're about to make an announcement.
Mockingbird's death has stirred up quite the storm. I took some time to gather intel. It seems someone deliberately leaked the story that Hugo is an illegitimate child of the Ravenlock family, but I haven't found the source yet.
Could it be Hartman?
Could it be Hugo's uncle, Hartman? Maybe he's trying to turn people against Hugo and Mockingbird by playing the illegitimate child card.
I suspected that too. He could be using Hugo's background to make people believe Mockingbird is just another Top's pawn. To the upper class, Mockingbird may be insignificant, but it has a loyal following among regular folks. But after some digging, I was surprised to find that the public isn't turning on Hugo. They're actually starting to see him in a better light.
Because of Mockingbird?
Some people feel bad for him. Some relate to his struggles. And Hartman's the one getting all the heat.
They vilified him. It's just like the Orange Man.
Public outcry against Hartman is growing, with many believing he murdered Hugo for his own selfish gain. Tops is hosting an industry summit this week, a responsibility usually handled by the Ravenlocks. But my sources tell me another family has taken over this year at the last minute. If I'm not mistaken, Tops is intentionally keeping its distance from the Ravenlock family due to the current public sentiment.
Meow. Hey, watch where you're going. Meow. Yummy Jum. Hey, move your butt. I can't see. Thank you, Sam. Hartman wouldn't just give up like that.
Based on our past experience with Hartman, he's not the type to sit back and let anyone mess with his power or interests.
And that's what worries me. Hartman, in all likelihood, must have taken the sacrifice core. And now that he has this bargaining chip, who knows what kind of deal he'll strike with the Exaltists.
Sorry for interrupting. Can I borrow Wise for a minute?
Oh, no problem at all. I'm sure you have important faith in matters to discuss.
What if it's like ramen?
Take your time. I'll just be waiting outside.
Wait! Don't go outside.
Oh, don't mind me, Lord Phaethon. I wanted to browse the videotapes anyway. I'll be right here. Just let me know when you're done.
Thank goodness Vivian didn't walk out the main door. Lycon's been pacing around outside for like half an hour and scared off at least 5 customers.
Wait, why is Lycon freaking? I know why he's freaking, but why is he freaking out so much? This doesn't seem
He's
like him.
stressing over what he did to Hugo in front of Vivian. But he really needs to talk to us.
Oh,
Maybe you should go speak with him first?
that's why.
Sure, I'll go talk to him. At the end of the day, we're all after the same enemy. As proxies, we should become the bridge between them.
Oh, now he's chill. Okay, they're all talking about Mockingbird. Fair enough. Lycon.
Good morning, Master Proxy.
Good morning.
Morning.
Belle just let me know you wanted to talk to us and Vivian about something.
Yes, it's an urgent request from the mayor, one that directly affects New Eridu's safety. However, before we get into the details, as a former member of Mockingbird, I'm concerned about Miss Vivian. Hugo made many mistakes and betrayed the principles of Mockingbird, but I'm certain he didn't intend to put Miss Vivian or you in danger. I don't know Miss Vivian very well, and I was the one who took her companion's life. I might not be the right person to comfort her, but I hope she doesn't regret the choices she made or lose faith in the path she chose.
Vivian looks pretty normal today.
Vivian doesn't seem down at all. In fact, she's been actively gathering intel. I think she's handling this with even greater calm than I am.
Sorry, looking at messages.
If you're feeling bad about what happened with Hugo, it might be a good idea to talk to Vivian directly. From what I've seen, she's not as fragile as you might think.
That's reassuring to hear. I trust your judgment. You've always had a sharp eye for people. Would you mind coming in with me? I'd like to apologize to Miss Vivian in person.
Sure, but just to be clear, I'm staying neutral and not picking sides. You both have your own stance on this. As a proxy, I'll do my best to help facilitate honest communication.
I respect that. Thank you.
You return to the video store with Lycon. Vivian doesn't seem to have much of a reaction to Lycon's arrival.
Miss Vivian, I'm very sorry about Hugo.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm also part of Mockingbird. Mockingbird stands on more than just gain, so it won't fall when fortunes shift. Hugo had his fixations and ambitions. I also have things I must see through. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the Exaltists and the sacrifices.
Miss Vivian, as a former member of Mockingbird, you have my deepest respect. You have my word, whatever comes next. I would never harm you or Master Proxy. As for Hugo, please accept my condolences.
Condolences? That's not necessary. Mockingbird has plenty of tricks up its sleeves. This isn't the kind of act that ends so easily. Wouldn't you agree?
You're right.
I'm glad you guys are on the same page. But Why do I feel like I'm being left in the dark?
Master Proxy, I believe we all share the same goal. Uncover the truth of the Exaltists and the sacrifices. The Mayor has tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission, and hopes we can work together moving forward.
Ugh.
If the mayor wants to work with us, I trust he will demonstrate his sincerity and kind. Mockingbird will not serve as a pawn for the powerful. That will never change.
Of course. While the Mayor cannot handle this personally, he will make sure we have all the intel and support we need. Miss Vivian, I know you have your own intelligence network, but for some high-profile shady dealings, perhaps the Mayor can provide you a different perspective. Please, take your time to discuss. If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the Mayor so he can speak with you both directly.
Belle, Vivian, and I need to think this through carefully with everything at stake. It's not a decision we can make lightly.
Of course, I completely understand. When you've made up your minds, you can find me at the Ballet Twins.
Again. Okay. I mean, they just camp there most of the time, taking care of the building. What do you think, Vivian? As a member of Mockingbird, would it be against your values to work with the mayor? Mockingbird isn't just about going against authority. Mockingbird hopes that all people can be given equal opportunities and treatment. I don't exactly trust the mayor, but I believe he's someone we can work with, at the moment at least. Let's talk with the mayor first. Man, I want Soldier 11. I really like after getting to play with her a little bit and like doing the story mode and stuff, I really like her main ability. Okay, Ballet Twins. Lacon. Oh, there we go. Working together requires sincerity on both sides. Oh, of course, please rest assured, when it comes to sacrifices, the mayor's interests align with yours. Or rather, we both want to protect the people of New Eridu.
I'll connect the call to the mayor now.
My dear friends, I'm glad you're willing to keep working with me. I'm truly sorry about what happened to Mr. Hugo Vlad. I didn't anticipate things would turn out this way.
You have to clean your feet.
As mayor, I can't fully condone Mockingbird's actions, but personally, I had a lot of respect for Mr. Hugo Vlad. I looked further into Bringer's map. The sacrifices were created by an Exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter. Mr. Landon passed away in an accident a few years ago. Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people into sacrifices. The problem was, the serum wasn't stable, and after his death, the recipe was lost. No one knows what happened to the Exaltist in Janus Quarter back then, but it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major Exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the locations where the Exaltists' most successful attempts at creating sacrifices were.
The leader of the Exaltists in Janus Quarter died a few years back. They haven't been active since. Could it be that Hartman was just acting on his own?
Unfortunately, that's not the case.
Okay, what info
My
does he
sources
have?
confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
Someone from Tops.
Is it possible it's someone from Tops?
Tops is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap the rewards. Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in Tops and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock family. If my guess is correct, Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon, helping them create new sacrifices.
But what's in it for Tops? There's no way the Exaltists would just hand over their secrets about sacrifices to Hartman, right?
A
Unless.
sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when Top steps in, taking control of the situation on their terms.
Becoming the governing
The
body.
public will see the mayor as incompetent, while Tops comes off as the real protectors of the city. And when that happens, public trust will shift towards Tops. And Mr. Mayor, you might find yourself in an unfavorable situation.
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
As ever.
So, what exactly do we stand to gain from partnering with you? Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens. I'm not some hero of justice. And I don't believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the Ravenlock family.
Sam? You know you're in the way, right? Sam? Sam? Can you move, Sam? Can you move, Sam?
So it was you behind the rumors. No wonder I couldn't trace the source of the public outcry.
I'm not the one who started the rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked.
Okay.
And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted. As I said before, I had a lot of respect for him. And I'd be happy to clear his name. Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration. After looking into it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one. There are more places where sacrifices might be lying dormant. Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't send my own men to deal with it.
I think my cats have learned to hate chili powder.
I'd like to ask you to retrieve the sacrifices from those locations.
I'm currently eating hot fries.
I'll make sure to dispose of them once you do, so no one will be able to use them again. On top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition, and maybe even uncover more of your potential. Her research overlaps with your teacher's work.
Who are you
You
talking
don't
to?
need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
Okay.
Really?
Teaches research.
A Void Hunter rank special investigator is going to be assisting us? And she's involved in our teacher's research?
That's right. She's heading to Janus Quarter for some business. I wanted to set up a formal meeting, but she declined. She prefers to assess things on her own and will reach out when the time is right. She'll let you know the details then. So it looks like you both are on board with this commission and ready to help recover the sacrifices?
Okay.
This affects a lot of ordinary people in New Eridu. We'll do our best.
Why is this happening? It's doing it again.
I know you won't let me down. Given our positions, we might not be friends, but we're definitely not enemies. I'll leave the rest to you then. I've got to go. Goodbye.
glad the two of you decided to continue working with us. I had like a couple of chips while I was watching that cut. With your help, we should successfully recover the sacrifice. I have other business to deal with, so please, excuse me. If you require anything, feel free to contact me anytime. Like on Lee's thereafter. Lord Phaethon, shall we head out now?
Is it work time? Is food included?
Headmaid Rena, at your needs.
My loyalty lies.
1, 2,
Standing by.
What is she? Nominally.
Is it work?
Headmaid Rena, at
Need something?
Let's
looking for a
Needs.
want a glass.
Officer 148, Juyuan, ready.
Need something?
Sokaku. Good day. Is it?
This is
1,
Number 0.
Headmaid standing.
My loyalty lies.
1, 2,
I'm at your.
Headmaid.
Is it?
you're ready.
Number 0. Anby.
Let's go.
Lord Phaethon, thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me. In position. Dodge. Has someone already taken the dormant sacrifice from here? Or did the Exaltus decide to relocate it? No. If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, they could awaken and turn against anyone nearby. She wouldn't risk moving them unless it was absolutely necessary. Did she realize the mayor was looking into this?
This is Vivian is talking to herself. You hear another voice of someone debating. You don't know who it is, so you pull it aside to listen to it. Pull her aside to listen to it.
Did Hartman just make up this intel to get a shot working with us at Tops? I've been walking around forever and haven't found a thing.
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch. No surprise they've gone downhill over the years.
I heard they were pretty loaded back in the day. What kind of business did they run?
No clue. On the surface, their businesses seemed legit, but who knows what was happening behind the curtain.
Probably something with the sacrifices. I mean, how else would he know about the dormant ones left around here for years? And he was so sure that even if those original sacrifices didn't work out, he had a backup plan.
Backup plan? What could that be?
Well, that's beyond me. I just happened to overhear something while I was next to Mr. Edmund one day. What's Tops planning to do with all these sacrifices, huh? For research? Do you think we'll ever have a normal life in the Hollows?
Don't ask questions you shouldn't be asking.
All right. There's nothing here anyway. Let's leave the Hollow and report back on what we found. And we'll make it just in time to clock out for the fieldwork shift.
Let's get out of here first.
After the two Tops employees left, Vivian appears visibly unsettled.
Hartman, that fool. He'll do anything to get into Tops, even if it means playing with fire. She's an Exaltist. Human lives have never mattered to her. The more people get dragged in, the greater the danger.
Who is this she you're talking
Vivian,
about?
you seem a bit frazzled. Who's this she you keep bringing up?
I apologize for losing my composure. Please don't mind me. The she I'm referring to is with the Exaltists. Someone I have a history with. That's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I felt compelled to uncover the truth. I never meant to hide anything from you. It's just that, for me, the Exaltists bring back painful memories. And I'm not ready to face them yet, so... Lord Phaethon, Please give me a little more time. Once I've gathered my thoughts, I promise I'll tell you everything.
Sure.
Sure.
I'll stop asking. What's more important than an unspoken past is the person standing in front of me now.
Oh.
As for everything else, we can talk about it whenever you're ready to share.
Lord Phaethon, if we weren't in such a hurry, I'd spend 3 whole hours singing your praises. I'll make note of this and make sure to get it done before bedtime.
Why did he say that?
First things first, let's track down those dormant sacrifices. The Exaltists have probably realized someone's after them by now.
I haven't
wish
paid
we
much
knew what
attention to
Hartman's
it.
backup plan is.
I haven't paid much attention to it, but now it's standing out so much that I can't stop looking at it. It's too bright for me. But I can't turn down the brightness. It is bugging me so much now that I see it. And it works against Vivian so much because she has very light skin, very bright hair, very white outfit. It stands so much. It stands out so much to me. It is ticking me off.
Out there. You better not get my trust.
This dormant sacrifice gun too. Could it be? How do they know the location of the dormant sacrifice? Let's check that location. I hope this doesn't become a nightmare for New Eridu.
Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons. Mockingbird might be seen as the bad guys by a lot of people, but ironically, joining Mockingbird is what put me on the right path.
What's that noise?
For the first time, I'm needed for more than just my curse. Roger. Right over there. Now you pay. Nothing here either. Are we too late? There's...
I knew it was you, Vivian.
Hey,
Camille,
who's this?
what are you doing here, sis? Are you destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Vivian, don't call me sis. I'm not your sister.
Are you trying to stop the Exaltists?
I never left the Exaltists.
You know what Landon did back then.
Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have been extreme, but they were necessary. Back then, you walked away. You should do the same now. We didn't meet today. Take your friends and leave.
What's wrong? Are you being forced into this? I can help you.
Help me? Like how you helped her? Vivian, you're crying. You see me, don't you?
No,
You haven't changed a bit, Vivian. No need to hide your tears. I know exactly what's ahead for me. You've made your choice. And I've made mine. One last piece of advice. Stay out of this. She loathes you. I won't tell her we met today. Don't show yourself around us again.
Camille!
Bill gives Vivian one last glance, throws a smoke bomb to the ground. Noise attracts the material, even though you have many questions. Dealing with the imminent threat feels like the right choice right now.
Lord Phaethon, watch out! I'll tell you what that was about later.
Ow.
Let's take care of the ethereal first. Don't really know. Take my first 30 little focus. Out of my sight.
After fighting off the Ethereals, you searched for a long time, but don't find any dormant sacrifices. After deliberating with Vivian, you decided to leave the Hollow for now. You'd figure out your next move. Just then, the phone rings.
You've been gone forever. Did you run into any trouble?
We searched the coordinates the mayor provided. Most of them were already empty. No dormant sacrifices. Camille, the Exaltists have been actively destroying the dormant sacrifices.
Why would the Exaltists go after the sacrifices?
I saw it too, but I can't figure out why the Exaltist would do this.
And one of them is someone I once knew. I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death, but she stayed.
Wait, what did I miss? Why do you know so much about the Exaltists, Vivian?
When I was a child, I stayed with the Exaltists for a while. Back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures among the Exaltists in this region. A lot happened, and after Landon died, I left. I can't turn a blind eye to the sacrifices. I know all too well how many lives have been lost bringing them into existence. Ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janus Quarter, I haven't been able to stop worrying. I won't let history repeat itself. That's why I asked Hugo to investigate, starting with the Sacrifice Corps.
Vivian.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm just recounting the story for you to understand the situation. We've got bigger things to focus on. But when I do need comforting, I'll come straight to you. I hope you'll make time for me, Lord Phaethon. Just so you know, I'm not the easiest to console.
Absolutely. If you're feeling down, we'll be here for you.
Okay. Back to the matter at hand. That conversation between those two TOPS employees back in the Hollow is still bothering me. They said Hartman had a backup plan, and that got me thinking about some news that was quietly swept under the rug. Lately, there have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. Many workers have died.
Mining accidents?
The families were paid off with huge settlements, way more than usual. No protests, no controversy, and the issue was buried. But considering the Ravenlock's financial position, why would they be so generous with payouts?
That sounds sketchy. Do you think those accidents were faked?
Precisely. I don't think those workers died in mining accidents. I'm planning to reach out to some old friends, see if they've heard anything about this. Do you have time, Lord Phaethon? My contacts are just near 6th Street. Care to join me?
Ah, conveniently everything goes back to 6th Street.
Sure. Let's go together.
You arrive at Luminous Square with Vivian to meet her old friend. Why would we go to Luminous Square if it's on 6th Street?
An old friend of mine said she has some new intel. She's like a mentor to me.
It's Rain!
I learned a lot about data scraping on Internet thanks to her. Rain! Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
How does Rain become one of the people that I actually really know when I see them? Like, she's not even a main character, but I know her. I see her and I'm like, oh, it's Rain.
Rain?
Rain.
So you're the old friend Vivian was talking about.
Yeah, Phaethon. Long time no see.
Rain, you actually know that Lord Phaethon is Lord Phaethon? No, I mean, you actually know Wise is Lord Phaethon.
I didn't know right away. One time, I needed a favor from Nicole. I only found out after meeting them. I mean, who would expect a legendary proxy to be running a video store for a living? Oh, by the way, your idol...
Rain, let's not bring up old stuff. Lord Phaethon wouldn't be interested in that.
Why are you all tense? Right! Lord Phaethon lives on 6th Street too, and might know your idol. Remember when you traced that post on Internaut to 6th Street and actually went to check it out? And you came back all bummed, spouting nonsense. Like there was only a black cat at the location, and maybe your idol is actually a talking cat. Or something like that.
I think I know that black
I think
cat.
I know that black cat. It hangs around our shop now.
Lord Phaethon, please, let's drop this topic.
Come on, Vivian. It's been years, and you still won't say who your idol is. If you'd just let me, I'd have tracked them down ages ago. I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you on your own. But you've tried so hard already. It's okay to lean on me a little, you know. I'm sure your idol won't hold it against you.
I shouldn't have come to see you.
Huh? What's wrong?
No. Dig in. You dig in.
Rain, Vivian said you might have some insight for us. Should we get into that first?
All right, let's get down to business. Here's something I'm pretty sure about. The Ravenlock family's claim that those missing workers died in an accident? Don't buy it. The last signal from those workers was near the Hollow. Then communication went dark. I think they were taken into the Hollow. And yesterday, I picked up that the Ravenlock family secretly hired some people to search the Hollow's perimeter.
Also, are you warming up to Vivian? No, I'm not warming up to Vivian. And you are right, my chat is freaking out. For whatever reason, it just disconnects me now, automatically. I don't know why.
I caught a weird distress signal from someone and managed to track down the source. When I tried to reach out, the signal cut out completely.
I still think we need to bury Vivian.
The last trace of the signal was near Lumina Square.
Wait, what?
Finding someone in real life isn't really my thing, so that's where you come in.
Got any more leads?
We'll take a look around. You just said this is something you're sure of. Do you have anything you're not so sure of?
I dug up some info online, and one thing stood out. A few days ago, there were some creepy sounds coming from an abandoned warehouse by the port. The place was locked up, so no one could see what was happening inside.
And it just disconnected again. I don't know why it's doing this. It just disconnects me. I have no idea why. I'll open it again and try it again.
Not sure if it's related to your search. If you don't find anything useful around here, it might be worth checking out. Well, that's all I have for you.
Thank you, Rain.
Don't get all emotional on me now. I'm just helping out a friend. This one's on the house. Consider it payback for the favor you did me last time. But if you still want to find your idol, hit me up. I've been curious for what...
All right, don't worry about it. I'll manage it myself. Stop being so nosy, Rain.
Nosy? Nah, just professionally curious. What kind of person is worth all this searching, huh?
Oh my god, she has the search history.
But honestly, whoever they are in real life, they've become a part of you. You've come a long way in this search, Vivian. I much prefer the person you are now. So if you find this person, don't chicken out. Go meet them.
How's your feelings going after Mumei's last thing? I'm not happy, if that's what you're asking. I don't feel great.
People will appreciate you for who you are.
As for chat seems to be working now. I don't know why. Hasn't kicked me out yet.
Rain.
I might not care about the real world or what it'll be like, but I hope everyone I know can live a good life. I'm counting on you to save the world, guys.
Did you tear up? No, but I was very, very sad. I was actually operating a very heavy machinery at the time, so being very sad was all I could afford at the moment. Hearing Mumei made me very...
All right, I have other business to take care of, so I'll leave the rest to you.
Rain waves goodbye and leave. Vivian mentions she knows someone who's really skilled at finding people in real life, so you follow her and continue on your way.
Lord Phaethon, please pay no mind to what Rain said. That big guy's up ahead. Let's hurry.
One Denny Boo? You should be doing well, little one. I mean, honestly, since the last time we met. My friend got ill before, and it was the manager who helped heal them. I didn't realize you two knew each other. Then, next time, I'll head to the manager's place. Will I get to see you too? You know each other? Yep, this little Lucky Bangbu, my old boss at my previous workplace, bought it at a discount store clearance sale. But he was a terrible boss. Not only did he shirk his unpaying wages, he didn't take care of his Bangbu either. And this little guy had a malfunction, and the boss threw it out because he didn't want to spend the money on repairs. Really, it could have been fixed with just a simple battery change. All they did was change a battery for you. It was you who earned the money to buy it. 100 Denny's? The man couldn't afford to pay the Bangbu. 100 Denny's. What the f... So, that's where the 100 Denny Bangbu battery came from. Honestly, you're playing the advantage, but I told you before, you need to be more tactful, haven't you? Learned anything? I learned pet one Denny Boo, give Denny. Oh, yeah, so you found a way to make a living, huh? Amazing. Better not expose one Denny Boo. Sam. I know you love exploring all kinds of places, so tell me, have you come across anyone strange these past few days? Strange? You mean someone who looks hurt, scared, kind of trying to hide when there aren't many people around? Someone like that in the desert today, someone super similar. Could it mean the outer ring? I don't think one Denny Boo can make it that far. It probably refers to a sand pit up ahead. Go take a look. Did I help? You're super helpful.
One Denny Boo is just too cute, right? I didn't know you helped it too.
Oh my god.
I knew Lord Phaethon was the best in the whole world.
It seems that the person Rain and one Denny Boo we're talking about. Lord Phaethon, please step back. I cannot be certain if you'll end up doing something extreme, considering his current mental status. I'm afraid he might hurt you. I'll try talking to him and see what's going on. Vivian walks forward and taps the cowering man on the shoulder.
Don't take me back, please. I was wrong. I know I messed up. I don't want your money anymore. Please, no.
Calm down.
Who are you? I won't say anything. Just let me go. I don't know anything. I swear, I know nothing.
We're not PubSec. the HIA or the Ravenlock family. We won't force you into anything. There's no need to be afraid.
What do you want from me then?
We simply want to know where the Ravenlock family took you and what they made you do.
I can't say. I can't tell you. I have a family. They'll hurt them. You never saw me. Please, just stop asking.
Don't you wish to see your family?
I don't deserve to see them.
Also, Mumi's last message to the humans, did you read it? I did not. I was at work. How am I supposed to read something? Hold on.
Find yourself some of
Oh.
more.
That's probably at the end of this thing. I couldn't. If it was written during the stream, then I don't know what it is.
It's my fault. I was greedy. I did this to myself.
But your family must miss you dearly. I'm sure they won't blame you.
If I had to guess, it's probably played during Mume. I gotta look at it later. 'Cause yeah, I was at work, so I couldn't like watch it, but I could listen to it.
No, it's my fault. It's all on me. I don't want to drag them into this.
If the whole ship is sinking, no one on board can escape.
I'm just a nobody. And right now, there's nothing I can do to change anything.
If you care about your family and friends, now is your chance to stop the disaster before it's too late. Even a butterfly flapping its wings can send a tsunami surging across the ocean. No one knows how this will turn out. But if you do nothing now, the only thing waiting for you at the end will be regret. We're not here to turn you in, and we won't force you to confront them. You'll be safe with us. I'll help you return to your family. But you must tell us precisely what happened.
Also, be careful with the last pick that was during Mume. I'll probably watch it.
Hartman offered a huge amount of money, looking for workers to go into the hollow to guard something. The money was way too good. We all kind of figured something wasn't right. I thought it was just smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal ether resources, so I signed up. After we sent in our applications, Hartman's men took us into the hollow. The first place we went, there was a strange box. When we got there, they handed us some pills, saying they'd improve our aptitude for ether, for us to last longer in the hollow.
No.
But after I took them, everything went fuzzy. Something was definitely off about those pills. When I woke up, I saw my coworkers dead in front of me. And there was blood all over my hands. They said something about me being a good experiment, moved me somewhere else, and locked me up. They wanted to inject me with something. I got scared and didn't know what was gonna happen. But then a blonde guy found me, gave me a carrot, and let me go.
Wait, Hugo?
So I escaped. I didn't want to kill anyone. I don't know.
It wasn't your fault that your coworkers died. You were just a tool in their hands. Do you remember the place they first took you? Do you know what was in that box?
I can't believe Not Space and Not Time didn't watch along with Sonic 3. I heard about that a couple of days ago. I think I saw a clip of it. I don't remember what it was about. Oh, no, I don't remember. It was just...
I only remember the first place was like a rooftop. I think it was on top of a tall building.
I think she was just sitting there singing the theme song for Sonic Adventures 2. She's just sitting there singing the themes, the main song that was playing during that time. I think that's the clip I got.
What exactly was in that box? I can't remember. I'm not lying. Those pills they gave us, they make you hallucinate. I took just one and my mind felt like it wasn't my own. My memories turned into a blur. I'm telling the truth. I'm not trying to run from my mistakes. I just really can't remember what happened.
I know you're not lying. We'll arrange for your protection. You can rest easy and recover, and your family won't be dragged into this. Once this is all over, you will be able to reunite with them.
You and Vivian contact Lycon. The mayor representing Victoria Housekeeping agrees to protect the worker and will keep his identity confidential. Soon, Rena arrives and takes the man away, mentioning that the mayor will confirm the location based on his description.
Sometimes I wonder if you've had some kind of special training, Vivian. No matter who you're up against, you seem to analyze the pros and cons and make a judgment in no time.
Actually, I wasn't always like this. I used to run away when things got tough.
I'm putting my hair down. So I have a new hope for a collab with not space, not time, not nature, not civilization becoming because of Sonic 3 now. Well, not nature, not space, definitely. And I don't know if there's like a real cooling period for not civilization, if you want to say. As for not time, I think that can be kind of just... People can say what they can say, but it's probably not going to mean anything. But we'll see.
There was even a point where I just wanted to disappear. As if my very existence was the source of suffering. I wondered. Perhaps leaving it all behind could put an end to the pain.
It's hard to picture that. My first impression of you was pretty... assertive.
Well, I was on a mission at the auction when we first met. And just as Rain said, I've come a long way from who I used to be.
Okay.
Speaking of Rain, it's quite a coincidence that you two know each other and are actually close. You even know one Denny Boo. That surprised me. We might have crossed paths without even realizing it.
Enough about me. Tell me more about you, Lord Phaethon. Where have you been? And what have you experienced?
Let's start with the Red Fang Gang. Oh god, that was like so long ago. Holy shit. For me, that's been like months. Nearly a year.
Looking back, it feels like I've been through a lot lately. Belle and I even lost our Phaethon account. It's a long story, starting with how the Cunning Hares took something from the Red Fang Gang.
As you walk along the river by Luminous Square with Vivian, you start sharing your stories. Although she wasn't a part of them, she's been to the places where they took place. She's been to the chaotic hollow of the Camellia Golden Ring. She has her favorite sandwich at Cheesetopia. She's even received a star sticker from Officer Mimu for rescuing Bang Boo. You are amazed at the coincidence of life in New Eridu and how your paths have crossed so many times without you realizing it. The Not Council collab might happen with some hope. Yeah, it's possible with 4 of them. Wait, 1, 2, 3. With 3 of them. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. After a long chat, it's time for a meal.
It should be around this area. Belle told me there's a highly rated store here.
Hey.
What's wrong?
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street. That harmonica in the outer ring you mentioned. I've heard it before, too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow Zero. But none of that was a coincidence.
What?
It was me. Following you, and now I've finally made it to your side. Ever since I was little, I had been seen as the bringer of bad fortune.
See? I was starting to warm up to her a little bit. See, now we got a barrier again. Just warming up to her just a little bit. Just a little bit. Now she's made it weird again. Now we got a barrier again.
I had traveled to many places and witnessed far too much misfortune. Every tear I shed brought disaster. I've heard too many curses to count. I loathed my tears as much as I despised my own existence. Wherever I stayed, tragedy followed. I had roamed too many places, and each time, it ended the same way. I didn't know where I could go anymore.
The thing is, I think Not Shark is going to do something different. She might start over again. That is my idea on how it's going to go. I mean, she could go back, but I think she'd want to start over again.
One night, I stumbled upon a post discussing me, whether they knew me or not. Everyone seemed convinced that I was the source of the curse. Some mocked me with cruel intent. Some wished I would vanish, and others speculated maliciously. It really seemed that my very existence was a disaster. In that moment, as darkness enveloped the city, I saw lights flickering to life all around New Eridu. So many lights. And not knowing where to go, I thought, if only I could disappear into those lights. I made up my mind. And right then, my phone rang. I decided to take one last look. I wanted to know who left me my final message from this world. It was you, Lord Vathan.
Huh? Me?
Yes. And I checked with the other Lord Vathan. You were the one using the account at that time, but I know you probably don't remember it. After all, it was just an ordinary day, with an ordinary post and meaningless comments online. But for me, it was the night I finally realized where I could go. I wanted to walk the paths you had walked, see the sights you had seen. And then, one day, share it all with you, face to face.
So what exactly did the comment say?
So, I have to ask, what exactly did I say in that reply?
Well, you'll have to figure it out for yourself. I'm not telling you.
Wait, what?
You're putting my memory to the test.
So, Lord Vathan, thank you. Not only for that comment you made that day, which was a silver lining for me, but also for giving me the courage to become who I am today. The Vivian standing right in front of you now, Lord Vathan. I truly like who I've become.
Wind skims across the surface of the water, lifting Vivian's hair and brushing it against her cheek. The lights reflected in her eyes dance and flicker as it's eager to share the stories of the past, both the good and the bad, the happy and the sad. Emotions intertwine with the narrative. You feel as though you're witnessing the path she has traveled.
Lycon just sent a message. There's an update. Let's head back to the video store and go over the details together.
Does it really want me to go all the way back through the entire situation of Internet just to figure out what
you're
happened?
back. Looks like Lycon's tied up with something. He said I should just chill until you're back, and then we can talk online. I'll call him now.
Master Proxy, Miss Vivian. The gentleman Rena brought back has stabilized and calmed down now. Based on his account, we've identified where Hartman is hiding the core. He also mentioned that Hartman plans to trade the core with a group of people.
The
We
Exaltists?
suspect that this group consists of members from the Exaltists.
I knew it. Now that we have the location, it would be splendid if we could seize the sacrifice core before they do.
Precisely. We hope you can head to the location as soon as possible to secure the sacrifice core.
All right, we'll get there right away.
I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave the retrieval of the sacrifice core in your capable hands. The mayor's friend that he mentioned before will also be assisting you this time. The target coordinates
Mayor's
have been shared
friend.
with her, and she'll meet you there. Please ensure your safety, and I wish you all the best.
Can sacrifice for Hartman does. Let's get going.
Is it work time?
One,
Need some.
looking for intel? Or hiring me for a...
I've got your back. I've got you covered. Let's move.
I did all the work for her, so we're taking her in.
Where's the sacrifice core?
Camille, you really think I'd stroll around with something this important? Plus, even though the Ravenlocks and the Exaltus have been working together for ages, I've hardly even met Lady Dina. I'm the one offering the sacrifice core here. I'm curious what Lady Dina's got lined up for me in return?
I'm just here to verify that the core you mentioned is real. Once that's sorted, Lady Dina will give you a proper response. Our partnership isn't just talk. We need to be sure you have what we need before moving forward.
Sure thing. I'll take you to where I keep the core. Once you verify it's legit, have Lady Dina come over. We'll lay everything on the table face to face.
All right, lead the way.
It seems Hartman is trying to bargain for more. What a greedy and insatiable man. It's just that... why would they only send Camille for something as important as the sacrifice core? And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and Dina to meet. Why is that?
So this Dina they were talking about, is she the leader of the Exaltists?
Kind of. Lord Phaethon, I really think we should hurry. We must get to where Hartman keeps the core before anyone else does.
I've mapped out a shorter route, but there will be ethereals along the way. I'll leave the fighting to you, Vivian.
Don't worry, Lord Phaethon. You're in capable hands. I'll ensure your safety.
Wait, are we here physically? I think we're here physically.
Copy.
Ethereal! Stay away from Lord Phaethon!
Recalibrating. You're cornered. Here. Here, that was easy.
Lord Phaethon? Looks like Hartman's trying to negotiate for more leverage.
Wait, this way.
Let's get out of here before we're spotted. My ship is ruin myself. Let's keep moving, Lord Phaethon. Leave the enemies to me, Lord Phaethon.
Target locked.
Allow me. What's up?
Recalibrating. My bullets are one with the wind.
Don't notice me, Lord Phaethon. They're still over there. Looks like they're arguing.
Alright, this team up is actually pretty sick.
This is our chance.
It's not like
Let's
so
hurry.
like jaw-dropping and like amazing, but it does look sick.
No matter who has
her-
the sacrifice core, Hartman or the Exaltists, it would be really dangerous.
Because her basic attack actually launches triggers
Our best move is to seize it before they do and destroy it.
her ability. So how's warming up the Vivian?
Hand over what's in the box.
I'm liking her ability so far.
We do this the hard way.
How it triggers the assist ability
You
for
sure
trigger.
talk big, little girl.
Ether.
Let's see if you can get past me first.
The wind is perfect today. Let's hurry and secure the sacrifice core. Lord Phaethon, the box is empty. So Hartman never kept the core here to begin with?
How did you even find your way here? Where's the core in the box? What did you do with it?
You call this keeping the sacrifice core safe?
Just as everyone stands confronting each other, a voice comes from behind.
Vivian, it's been ages.
Dina.
Dina!
Oh my, you actually remember me. So sweet. Look at you, thriving. I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past. So, tell me, do you ever dream about the people you've killed? Are they crying in your head all night?
Back then, I had no idea.
You had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from Daddy and everyone else, you had no idea what was going on?
I wasn't...
Lady Dina, Miss Vivian didn't actually...
Camille, when did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core is legit. I was worried Hartman might try to pull a fast one on us.
Really? So loyal. I thought you'd be more like the old days. Just a few words from Vivian, and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with Father.
Wait, they're all sisters?
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. You owe me for what went down back then. However, I do understand your worries. This core, it's fake.
No way! I got this straight from Hugo. It can't be fake.
He pulled the fast
How
one.
can you just claim it's fake without any proof?
Ugh, seriously?
Dina approaches Hartman. Coldly inserts the core into an open wound on one of his subordinates. The guy collapses to the ground, screaming. Dina wipes her hands and casts a look of disdain.
The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all. But look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like some animal. Can you shut him up? So annoying. The masterpiece Father made for the Creator isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding.
So the real core?
Vivian, where do you think the sacrifice core is really at?
I don't know. If I knew where the real core was, I'd destroy it without a second thought. Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are. And you know those who were blessed should not have to endure such horrors.
Oh? They shouldn't have suffered those horrors. Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed or not?
Okay.
If it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered such misfortune? How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fates were in your hands.
They used her ability to identify possible sacrifices.
It was you who brought disaster on them.
Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame, whether I shed tears or not. He'd treat living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Father did it for his great cause. Vivian, why do you always mess everything up for me? Everything!
Oh, okay. I see I see why they consider themselves sisters, and why she considers Landon their father.
You did it before, and now again. You just had to ruin my plan. I was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish. If you don't give me the sacrifice core, be prepared to become food for the ethereals.
I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper flares.
Oh, really? You don't have it? Then I suppose there isn't a reason to keep you alive.
As Dina finishes her words, several explosions erupt, followed by tremors in the ground. Signaling the rapid approach of numerous ethereals in a panic, Hartman rushes to the car he summoned, taking Camille and Dina with him.
Adjusting for wind.
More ethereals are coming.
Ether.
Too many. No chance to get out of this.
Attacking from our blind spot.
No. Take my first 30 needles.
Behind me. Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill. Fire support ready. Quick shot.
For Lord Phaethon. Stay away from Lord Phaethon! There are so many. It's ink.
Shun Palace, good fortune, closed gate, safety.
What?
What?
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict. If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast. Now!
Thank you.
Finally, peace and quiet. You must be wise, right? Mayflower mentioned a special partner might need my help.
May I ask, who are you?
They brought back High School of the Dead.
I'm the 13th generation master of Yunque Summit. You can call me Yishuan.
Yishuan.
Mayflower passed along your info, and I was curious what kind of person you are, so I came to see. At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice, actually.
You and the investigator.
So, you're the investigator the mayor mentioned.
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
Guidance? What does that mean exactly?
Unfortunately, this isn't the right time or place to talk. I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your hands, so let's part ways for now. I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
Yushuan leaves after saying this, while Vivian appears lost in thought, looking distracted.
I'm so sorry, Lord Vathan. I'm just not feeling very well.
Okay, I think we can skip over Vivian and we go
I
straight
think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find something.
Let's leave the hollow
You don't
first.
look so great. Let's get out of here and figure things out later.
Well. Someone getting attached? I mean, she kicked the Ether's ass barehanded. Barely had a weapon. Plus, I saw the thighs, and I was like, okay, I lost already.
Lord Vathan, are you going to rest now?
I can head back later, Vivian. You seem a bit off since we left the Hollow.
Again.
If you want to talk about what's bothering you, I'm here. Sometimes it helps to get it out.
I didn't mean to keep my past from you, Lord Vathan. When I was little, people thought I brought misfortune, so no matter where I went, no one wanted me around for long.
Here, I need to tie up my hair again.
Then, one day, Landon adopted me and brought me to the Exaltists. There, I met Dina, who was so kind to me, treating me like a dear sister. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man who'd one day make everyone stop fearing the Hollows, so all life could live freely inside and outside of them. Dina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in the Exaltists respected her greatly. Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the Hollow freely without fear of sudden disaster. Back then, Dina would chat with me every day, always about the Exaltists and her father. But Things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, I could actually help people. After that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others. I shared my joy with Dina, but that was when she started to pull away from me.
Was that blessing medicine the same sacrifice serum Bringer had?
Yes. To be precise, it was an early version of the sacrifice serum. Landon's medicine wasn't stable. The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development of ether corruption. In the end, most people turned into ethereals, and a few became sacrifices, losing all human consciousness.
Okay, I need to take a piss. I'll be right back. Okay. As for the piano, it's decent. It's not bad.
The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within the Exaltists.
I think the harmonica was a lot better than this piano. The harmonica hurt. That's why I saved it to my playlist.
One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, Landon decided to let his own daughter receive the blessing. I had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing, until I saw terror in Dina's eyes that day. That evening, I broke Landon's rules for the first time, and followed him out of the Exaltist's residence.
If I may reference, this song? You mean this piano song? No. It's not that good.
I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed becoming corrupted.
Sacrifice of the daughter, Idjit. Fair point.
In the end, that person became an ethereal. Then, without hesitation, Landon killed him. Before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, I uncovered the truths I just told you. And just a few days later, it was time for Dina to be blessed. I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting deceived. So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive the blessing, not Dina.
Oh.
At first, Landon argued, and no one believed me. But in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall.
Vivian starts to recount what happened that day.
Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
That was his actual daughter.
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
Wait, Camille? How old is she?
Liar!
Run! Run!
Dina! Dina, wake up! We have to go!
Vivian, what's happening?
Listen to me! Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't... Father!
No, I was just...
Mom, I want to go home.
It's got nothing to do with us. This is just what happens when you don't accept the blessing.
Oh my god.
Vivian, was this you?
Dina, I just didn't want you to accept the blessing. Everyone who does ends up...
I just don't want to lose my father.
You knew? If you knew what he's done, you...
He's my father. He's all I have. Stop being self-righteous, Vivian. You only ever bring misfortune.
Her voice trembles as she shares her past stories.
I thought once Landon was gone, Dina would leave the Exaltists. I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would stay.
Why did Camille stay?
Lost her entire family in a hollow disaster, so she's always supported the Exaltists.
Oh, okay. Well, my question got answered immediately.
She's not a bad person. She's just someone searching for hope. She joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up. That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that all these years, she's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. But I didn't just fail to save Dina. I trapped her. I see misfortune approaching, but I can never change its course or avoid the bad ending. Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
No, you're not the one causing trouble. Whatever went down with the Exaltist, it was Landon who was pulling the strings. As for Dina and Camille, they knew the truth and they made their choice. The Hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. Not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like those two do.
Lord Phaethon.
You need to believe in yourself, Vivian. From what I can see, you're handling this sacrifice crisis pretty well on your own. Besides, you told me you really like who you've become. I hope that you can believe in that, at the very least.
Yes, that'll always be true. Thank you for listening to my story today. Years have gone by, but I've never had the courage to face all this. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could finally spill it all out. It lightens my heart a little. Lord Phaethon, you truly are a wonderful listener.
Not just today. Whenever you're feeling down, know that I'm here for you.
I will. It's been such a long day. You must be exhausted. I'll track down the location of the sacrifice core and let you know what I find. Good night, Lord Phaethon.
After bidding farewell to Vivian, you head back to the video store. You see the collectible she gifted you on the table. It stirs a flood of memories. You've been through so much lately. You hope the sacrifice crisis can be resolved smoothly, pondering the whereabouts of the real sacrifice core. Weariness sets in, and before you know it, you drift off to sleep. When you wake up, it's almost noon. Vivian was in the store just now, but you weren't here. Did you need something? It was about the sacrifice core. The first time the sacrifice core appeared was at that auction. So I decided to try and find the security footage from that day, from after that day. It's possible more happened afterwards, and we're simply not unaware of it. If we get the footage, we may gain new clues. Wise, if you have time, head to Lumina Galleria to meet up with Vivian. Alright, let's go. Earlier, Vivian exchanged information with an acquaintance in the auction house's lounge.
Shawl, I didn't expect you to be working here. Perfect.
I was just covering someone's shift. The screening here is super strict, and I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone, so I hid in the control room during the supervisor's inspection. So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some footage. Then he logged that footage into the tape he brought. Later, I found that part of the footage had been wiped.
Blonde, wearing a hat. Could it be Hugo?
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo... I think I know where he would hide the tape. Thank you, Shaw. You were a big help.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time.
So Vivian, are you warming up to her? It's been a flip-floppy situation. Backstory is kind of sad, but it's not sad enough to forgive her obsession.
If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages ago. So I'm happy I could help you too.
She's not forgiven yet. She's not out of the trenches yet.
All right, go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll catch up another time.
After saying goodbye to Shawl, Vivian leaves the lounge. When he used to work part-time with just so happens to be covering a shift at the auction. I learned from her that Hugo once took some footage away from him. I think Hugo was planning something, so he hid the security footage. But once I know when Hugo came here, I should be able to guess where he put the videotape. How? We are Mockingbird after a while. It shouldn't be surprised we have subtle ways of communicating information, should it? While Wise did save her life, she's still in the trenches. She's still in the grave. She's 6 feet in the hole, but we haven't started burying yet. So she's not out of the pits yet. Once on a mission, we couldn't use communicators. So Hugo trained a few birds and put trackers on so we could communicate. But after that mission ended, we let them roam free. Basically, I've given her a stepladder and no, I've given her like a stepping stool that's like a foot, and she still can't get out. But we're giving her a chance to try and jump her way out. So she's not out of the pit yet. But I just checked their trackers, and one of those birds flew near the auction venue on the day Hugo took the footage. He still flies around from time to time. The tracker only gives a broad area, but I believe this might be something Hugo left for us to find. If I'm not mistaken, the videotape is hidden wherever the bird is. I can't be sure which bird Hugo used this time, but all the birds he originally trained had at least some black feathers. But Phaethon, let's split up and search the area. If you see a bird, you can send me a picture of it. I should be able to recognize it. Great. Picture of Burb. Soft and sweet ball of fluff. It's hard to imagine this is the bird Hugo chose for this mission, but it does have some black feathers, so maybe this is it? Either way, might as well take a photo and send it to Vivian. After sending a picture of the panda-colored chunk of a bird to Vivian, you get a negative answer. Let's keep looking elsewhere. So Oblivion Remaster when? Hell yeah. Penguins count as birds, I guess. Besides, using a bamboo for communication seems perfectly reasonable. What if it's this guy? Either way, let's take a photo and send it to Vivian. After sending the photo of the penguin-shaped bamboo to Vivian, Vivian responds with a long set of ellipses. Seems like we're wrong. Let's keep searching elsewhere. I knew it was wrong, but I thought it would be funny. Ooh. Black crows in a dark alley. Seems a bit cliche, but this is really a good place to hide something. Let's take a photo of this crow and send it to Vivian. After receiving the photo, Vivian quickly responds. That's the one. She quickly comes over.
That's the one. It's all thanks to Lord Phaethon we found them so quickly. If it's here, then Hugo must have hidden the videotape among these boxes.
We looked through the boxes and find the recording, but it's been damaged. After discussing with Vivian, we decided to head back to the video store together and repair it. Check the cons before making your next move. So Oblivion Remaster when? When I buy the game? I have played Oblivion before. The only thing that's changed is it's got a fresh coat of paint. I've seen the glitches. Not much has changed from that. Honestly, I think it's too beloved to change a lot of the like glitches and stuff like that. Like everybody loves Oblivion specifically because it's such a like a buggy mess. It is so beloved for being such a messy game, but everybody loves it. So I'm pretty sure. And Yoshi played it. Yes, that's true. But I'm pretty sure because it's such a buggy mess and that everybody loves the buggy and weird natural of it, the only thing they did was give it updated graphics. And they knew they would make a staking in it. Because everybody loves Oblivion for reasons or another. I mean, especially after what is that other game that came out? The A game. Afterward, Ashford, an A game. No, Nearward, Afterward. What's that game called? After that game was released and they saw the comparison video, I'm pretty sure Bethesda saw a real golden opportunity to just be able to re-release Oblivion for full price. Anyway, back to the story. Barry repairs the videotape, but you watch the recording. The content leaves you shocked. It's a huge conversation between Hugo and Camille.
If I'm not mistaken, you and Vivian share the same goal. Silence is no good for negotiation.
I just don't want Dina to reach a point of no return.
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
Wait, Hugo knew this was going on. So he knew he was stepping out of line. Because, well, of course he knew. He did it on purpose. And he knew that Lycon would handle it the way he did. Even though Lycon didn't want to handle it the way he has.
The formula for the Landon serum was lost, but a batch survived. And Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. She's trying to combine the two to make sacrifices that would obey human commands. If the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltists and the creator are leading us in the right direction.
So she still believes in the Exaltists. But Landon's methods was what
I
drove
just
her
don't
away.
want Dina to spend her life trapped by her father's mistakes.
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather weird. I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice and find the chance to relay the information to you. I do not want any of my people to be going into danger. As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will not fall into her hands.
Also, there was some new stuff with the deluxe edition, which is 2 quests with theme armor set and horse armor. Ah, horse
As
armor.
for how things will ultimately play out,
The creator will guide me.
Video abruptly comes to an end.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Compared to Camille's motives, I'm more concerned about whether Hugo has more plans lined up.
Hugo... he...
Wise, Lycon just sent a message saying he's got something urgent that he needs to talk to us about now.
All right, let's patch him in.
Master Proxy, I apologize for disturbing you. We have just learned that the Ravenlock family will host a banquet tonight.
Okay, why?
This banquet is rather special, as they're allowing members of their family to invite business partners to attend.
Okay, they trying to appeal to
With
Tops
Hartman
again.
at the center of controversy, there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to replace him.
Okay, isn't that somewhat a decent
There
thing?
has been spreading rumors of a young tycoon who inherited a sizable fortune and is looking to partner with a person from an old and influential family. This information has lured a young man named Burton from the Ravenlock family.
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon and use Burton to infiltrate the banquet?
Correct. And Hartman's study is also located within the venue.
I see. Hartman's study might hold valuable information.
Okay, hold on.
It seems like there's nothing left for me to do.
You can attend as her +1.
Wait, what? No, leave me out of this. Don't involve me in your business. I completed the Dark Brotherhood and Thieves quest line. And before the moment time, I made it to hero in the arena. You became the hero, and then you got your #1 fan.
+1! Lord Phaethon, please go with me!
Master Proxy, it seems Miss Vivian requires your presence, so...
Yes, just your presence will help me immensely!
Sure. If we go together, we'll be able to keep an eye out for each other. I'll accompany Vivian.
I'll send you the time and place for the meeting with Burton.
Oh my god. She's gonna drag this too far. Oh
If you
god.
encounter any danger, please evacuate immediately or contact me for backup. I hope everything goes well for you tonight.
You get in contact with Burton. He said he'll come to 6th Street later to escort us to the banquet.
Is there anything I need to look out for?
Don't worry, Lord Phaethon. Just leave the socializing to me. I won't let any evildoers get close to you. But since there is still some time before you have to go, should we watch an instructional videotape on formal dinner etiquette together?
Lycon being a wingman? No! We don't need this type of support. We're still trying to find information about our teacher. We don't need this. That's just a chance for her to go through the process.
I learned everything from videotapes when I first went undercover at a banquet for a mission too.
You do? What do you mean, me?
I'm here for the mystery. I'm here to what happened to the teacher. I'm here for what happened to New Eridu. I am not here for this business. Vivian needs to be buried. Though such a myth that isn't sufficient to master it, it's enough to deal with one excursion.
Then let's watch.
Yep, I'll go over the key details for you as we watch the tape.
You do some last-minute studying on the etiquette expected at a formal banquet for your mission that night. Well, you know what? Evening has arrived.
You know, I kind of appreciate one thing that I did not mention about the whole New Year situation that I played through, and the last bear me with your tears situation that happened, is I like that making the wrong choice actually hurt your reputation. You're there for the physics and the thighs? Yes, I am. And the teacher, and New Eridu, and the gameplay, and thighs. And, anyway. Are you ready to join me for this banquet?
I'll practice some more.
How far are we? We hit the first intermission, I believe, and I think we should be at the second intermission. Oh. Okay, we're still in the beginning areas. Okay, let's continue.
Vivian heads off first. After 5 minutes, she sends a message saying all is good. Let's go meet up.
I'm surprised I'm just being allowed to just carry my knapsack and my general attire. Blatant. Miss Banshee, is something the matter?
What I mean is, this person doesn't look like your bodyguard.
The Ravenlocks can protect me, no? If that's true, why would I bring a bodyguard? This is my companion for the evening. You heard the Ravenlocks are hosting a banquet with elites from all out boxing life in the planet, so he wanted to come and make new friends. You aren't so stingy as to not allow your guests +1, aren't you?
Of course not, since you're an important companion of Miss Vivian's. You're also my honored guest. Let's be off. My chauffeur will take you to the port, and from there we will take a speedboat to the manor. About an hour later, you arrive at the Ravenlock Manor with Burton's guidance. You go through numerous security checks before finally arriving at the banquet hall.
Miss Banshee, I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now how about you?
Sincerity? My presence here is a show of sincerity.
Ooh. If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop your pretentious act.
I am well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion. Does that not show my deepest sincerity?
Precious? I mean, I know what she's saying, but at the same time, from his perspective, this must seem like lunacy.
No need for such an off-color joke. Our door is always open for those coming or going.
We both know what's what, so let's cut the small talk. I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their fortune than most here. I am also well aware of why Hartman, despite such a massive scandal, still remains in power.
Oh? Do tell.
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
How did you know that? No, who are you?
Don't be so tense. If I'm not mistaken, it's about time the banquet began. My companion and I are practically famished. Is this how you treat your guests? By letting them starve? Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll remember where the sacrifice is hidden.
Ooh, she's baiting him.
You know where the sacrifice is?
So, can we go get something to eat now?
She baited him with the like buzzwords and then put out the actual bait. It's like the carrot in the trap. With the whole names of Landon, the sacrifices, Exaltus, and carrots and stuff like that. That was the trap being set up. And then the sacrifice was the carrot in the trap.
And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you. We can discuss what you wish to know while we enjoy dessert.
Of course. I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters on an empty stomach.
I need to take a piss again. I've been drinking too many fluids. I'll be right back. Okay.
As for dessert, I will prepare it myself, and I guarantee it will satisfy you.
Okay, we know of Therans. What are these guys that just look basically like elves or vampires? I have no idea what class of what they
I'll
are.
come find you later. I wish you a pleasant evening.
Burden hurriedly leaves. Vivian seems to breathe a sigh of relief.
These kinds of people are exhausting to deal with. I really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it.
What did you mean by dessert?
Was there a special meaning to the dessert you mentioned just now? I thought he'd stay for longer, but he left once you said that.
Hugo taught me that bringing up dessert in such situations is a way of telling the other party they need to offer more. Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice and the fact that the sacrifice core is fake hidden from the other family members. Otherwise, Burden wouldn't have been so willing to raise his offer. Lord Phaethon, let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
All right. I've already taken note of the surrounding terrain. Once more people arrive, we'll enter the garden through the door in the corner of the banquet hall.
Wherever you go, I'll follow, Lord Phaethon.
In accordance with the plan, you head deep into the manor after sneaking out of the banquet hall with Vivian. It doesn't take you long to reach Hartman's study. With a gentle push, the door actually opened.
Isn't this going a bit too well?
The security outside of the manor is really strict, but maybe it's more lax on the inside. Let's assume we got lucky.
However, just to be safe, I'll call Lycon.
Let's check Hartman's recent correspondences for clues. I still have concerns about the sacrifice core.
Right. Though the core he gave Dina was fake, Hartman might have left a trick up his sleeve and hid the real one.
Then let's split up.
You and Vivian search the Hartman's office for a while, but find nothing. Just then, footsteps suddenly come from outside. In a moment of panic, you hide behind the desk.
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet not to your satisfaction? So much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for food. Don't want to come out? Well, after all, you don't have long left. Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory. I suppose I should thank him. Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate you. Vivian, Phaethon, give Hugo my regards. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for myself.
Hartman raises his gun, aiming it at the desk, yet there is no gunshot. With a clink of metal, a familiar voice comes.
Bullet? How?
Hugo!
Dear uncle, why must we be so distant with one another?
Hugo's... Wait, what?
You can just
Why?
tell me what you want to say directly.
Hugo! Impossible! You're...
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want.
Okay. Fair.
Did you really think I would be defeated so soon? When I have yet to trample you into the dirt.
Honestly, we don't know his ability, so he could have done something in the meantime. During that fight.
You filthy bastard! You only know how to resort to these petty tricks!
Petty tricks? Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this faked death of mine. My dear uncle.
Holy boy. Shortly before.
Faking my own death. Hope it's all worth the theatrics in the end. It was just to keep Hartman off my back, but maybe I went a little overboard. The manager must be pretty shaken up. I should apologize at some point.
Hugo, what did Lycon do with you?
Guess I'll also bring Lycon along. He's my partner in crime, after all.
You're late.
So strict. Spare me a moment to catch my breath, will you?
He did just die.
You're taking longer to rest than I expected.
Lycon, You think too highly of my physical capabilities. Well, thank you for your cooperation. I must say, if nothing else, at least your acting skills have improved.
A blood bag.
Why do you look so angry?
He's probably angry because he liked the Vivian and the
You
Foxy.
should be happy. We pulled that off together with flawless teamwork and managed to fool everyone.
Drop your foolish facade.
I'm glad you still remember the code we set all those years ago. And thank you for ensuring your sleight of hand didn't deteriorate. Oh, right. I should also thank the blood bag hidden in my clothes and our other props.
So they're still really kind of good friends.
Do you remember when we last used this trick? It was probably ages ago.
Sometimes I really don't understand you. Have you never thought about what the consequences would be if I didn't understand your code? If I decided against helping you? Or if I just couldn't control my strength properly?
You'd understand it.
God damn it, Hugo had so much faith in Lycon that he just bet his life on that. God damn it. See, I like Hugo more than I like Vivian. I have a lot of respect for Hugo. A lot of love and respect for Hugo. But I don't have that with Vivian. Hugo just outshines Vivian so much more.
Of course. If things really did go awry, I had alternative plans.
He's lying.
You wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet everything on you, would you?
You're insane.
He was lying. He's definitely lying.
Aw, I'm flattered.
So what exactly is the purpose behind all this? Surely after going to such great lengths to erase your own existence, you don't just plan to hide here and reminisce about the past with me.
Look at the brothers bond they have. Yeah, it is so... Even though they're like split ways, they still have that little bond. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Code Geass with Lelouch and Suzaku, where they still have those signals and bonds that they have with each other, even though they haven't seen each other in multiple years.
Don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you enact your plan. Tell me the truth.
Was thinking the same thing about the Lelouch Suzaku situation. Yeah, that's kind of the same mindset that I had. It's like, you've been friends and living together for so long that you have, like, even if they were like entirely different situations, they actually can connect and talk to each other honestly about certain things, as long as they have their connection still.
Don't get your tail in a twist. I have more plans that require your assistance, so naturally I would not hide anything from you. Simply put, as things stand, whether as Hugo Vlad or as Mockingbird, I am doomed to die.
Yeah, because if his name is Hugo Vlad, the family's just going to try and kill him. As Mockingbird, well, him being the main head of Mockingbird that is opposed against the Ravenlocks, they're pretty much going to go after him, kill him anyway. So,
seems you've made quite a few enemies.
As a member of the Ravenlock family, I negotiated with Edmund and managed to obtain resources from Tops for my future plans. I also confirmed what attitude they held toward your master, the Mayflower family. Meanwhile, I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration with the remnants of the Exaltists. That's where I got my intel on what Bringer left.
Hey, Bringer.
Oh, by the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor received, that was also sent by yours truly.
Okay, so he reported on himself.
He's probably figured that out by now, right? Though I'm not sure if he told you.
The mayor learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means, but lacked an opportunity to take action. That warning letter was precisely what he needed.
You aren't hopeless yet. How delightful.
See, just like the mayor, I have such respect for Hugo. He may be playing his own game, but he's playing for the side that he still believes is right.
In short, I'm more well-informed than your lot because I get around, dealing with all these different important figures.
Well, being the head of Mockingbird, and also being a highly renowned illegitimate royal does help. And having these methods to overcome this whole family situation that he's been fighting with.
But of course, it comes at a cost. It's only fair. After all, you can't hide the smoke from a wildfire. Rather than trying to carefully tame it and risk setting yourself alight, it's better to let it burn free.
It's fair. Fair point.
When I helped you put on your little act, killing you in front of everyone, you left the sacrifice core to Hartman. That was intentional too, then?
Oh, yes. And it worked like a charm, didn't it? Now no one cares for me anymore, and all eyes are on Hartman. A perfect situation for keeping the Ravenlock family in check while dealing a cutting blow to the Exaltists behind them. Another crucial point is Vivian and Phaethon. I must sever any ties they have with me or Mockingbird.
You just like him whispering in your ear? No, he's come up with a lot of great plans. He's earned his spot as a character. Like basically, he set these two situations against the Mockingbirds and the Ravenlock against each other, lied to both of them, split them apart, and made sure the Ravenlock family became the crucial bad guy in the situation, and the Mockingbird as the good people, and basically have locked them in as the bad people, and people are keeping excruciating eyes on them, keeping them from doing anything too rash, too extreme, behind prying eyes. Basically, he's made them the biggest spotlight on stage, and made sure that everybody can see what they're doing, like this banquet and such situation. So whatever bad action that they make now with the sacrifices and Exaltis, they are the biggest target. And he's basically erased himself from that situation, especially from a Mockingbird. Mockingbird has basically become the hero of the people, knowing that they killed Hugo Vlad by basically erasing him from the Ravenlock family. He's also ensured that the people interested in the sacrifices have a very mistrusting relationship with the Ravenlock family. So, and think about when Dina and what is his name? Whatever reason, the guy that we've been talking to, I forget his name. Also sarcasm, joking. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying. It's I get the relationship. I'm just explaining. I don't know if you're joking because I get.
Although I feel bad for Phaethon about what happened, but it had to be done.
You know, Hugo's a good person. Kind of. I am not saying he's a good person because of what he's doing or because of how he's doing it. I'm saying he's a good person because he knows how bad it gets. He has seen how far these people will go in order to like win favor. And so, remember I played this story before you? Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is like basically, yeah, I should probably do it again. What I'm saying is that he is a good person deep down inside. He's trying to do the right thing. And he knows how slimy and disgusting these people will go in order to make these people look bad. And he feels bad about it all the time when he has to do it himself.
That's the only way they would be safe, allowing the plan to continue.
I noticed that you never turned your blade toward Master Proxy. So, those words you said back then were also...
I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the Abyss. Obviously, it was all an act. My acting has always been impeccable, as you know.
I feel like the teacher also knows this as well. Jack? That even though Hugo like pushes the line of how far he can go, he knows that there will be a point where it breaks, but he doesn't know when. Which is why he put it on Lycon to try and decide when that'll go. I think this would be the difference between lawfully good and chaotically lawful. You like the rant, don't you? There is not a good enough time. I'm joking. Yeah, fair. Well, I feel like sometimes I have to put my opinion out just to make sure, like, hey, I'm drinking, right? Some ranting, some yapping is going to come along with that.
Hugo, you're taking such a tremendous risk. Why?
Would you believe me if I said it's for justice? But unfortunately, it's not. I want revenge on the Ravenlock family. And I will make sure that despicable excuse for a human being, Hartman, suffers a slow, torturous end.
Revenge is based.
Of course.
Anyway.
I also promised Vivian that I would help her investigate the whole thing with the Exaltists. That's all.
Wait, did he not know about the connection between the Exaltists and Vivian? Did he have no information about it?
You don't look too good. Is it your wounds?
No. This is the first problem I plan to resolve. Lycon, do you have a place that is sufficiently discreet, quiet, and can take a lot of damage?
Wait, what? Did he take one of the pills or the serums they're looking for? Lycon leads Hugo to a small warehouse before the Elpis. Hugo looks quite pleased with the place. After scanning the area for a bit, he sits down on a chair and pulls out some rope and ties himself up.
What exactly are you doing?
Has he been one of the people, one of the Exaltists that have taken the blessings?
Don't look at me like that. If I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't. Hartman recently obtained a bizarre substance, most likely from those crazy Exaltists. After use, it allows control of the victim's mind. To some extent.
You were dosed with it.
To be more precise, Lycon, I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this drug in my cup to facilitate our previous collaboration.
He took it willingly. Okay, what's gonna happen now? Hugo tells Lycon what happened back in the private suite when he was negotiating with Hartman. The only reason Hartman agreed to work with him was because of this, because he had drugged that red liquid. After that, every time Hugo and Hartman met up, the latter would always add a small dose of that drug into Hugo's cup and ask questions, attempting to glean information.
After finding out about it, I quickly found someone to help analyze its composition. The good news is he gave me a very low dosage, perhaps because he was afraid I might notice. There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. I simply need to put on a show in front of my dear uncle. The bad news is that currently there is no antidote. When I delay those effects, however, they will accumulate and erupt when my body reaches its limit. It may even break my mind, and that's exactly what's happening now. I need to endure those accumulated consequences. So, I will lock myself in this room for however long that takes. I've tied my limbs to prevent me from smashing this place or accidentally hurting myself. Anyway, after you leave, do not open this door, no matter what you hear.
So it's like a very long form, like a mini form of truth serum. And he's gonna just like release all of his inner demons in like 1 second. Wait, is that why it's called the Inner Demon? I just remember seeing Hugo Inner Demon as the title of this chapter.
I recommend seeking professional medical assistance.
This is advice I received from a doctor. Or are you saying you don't believe I can make it?
I like how Hollow fans is receiving emotional damage time, and the indies are having drama with the Cinder thing. I haven't seen any information about the Cinder thing. I saw a lot of videos talking about it, but I have no real interest in Cinder, so I've just basically ignored it. It doesn't involve my life. The most important thing are the Hololive people. Nux and Asmongold. Well, both on vacation for whatever reason. And all the new VTubers that I discovered. Thanks to the Neuro video. Anyway, let's get back to it.
So, Icon, come find me here at the scheduled time.
There were like 4, maybe 5 VTubers that I actually liked watching the Neuro video. And I've kind of, well, I've given the channel a couple of views more. I haven't subscribed to them yet. Not all of them. But I've given a decent amount of subscriptions. A decent amount of views. But I haven't subscribed yet. I'm not fully locked in yet. Other than Makari Moore.
All you need to do is smile and await my victory.
I kind of want to know what's going on when he goes to this whole drug situation. Women be betraying women?
What if I want to stop you?
You know you won't succeed. You never have. And you never will. Well, time is short. Let's begin.
I understand. Don't die, you stupid bastard.
After who knows how long, after enduring seemingly endless pain, Hugo finally awakens. The ropes that bound him have become undone, though he didn't know when that had happened. Hugo checked himself over. Thankfully, he hadn't injured himself that badly while he was going crazy. After some time, Hugo straightens out his attire, tidies himself up, then opens the warehouse door.
Is this because the side effects haven't worn off yet? Lycon's late. I'm surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself? Looks like someone's over there. Might as well go ask.
This man suffered a drug hallucination for however long. Well, a few days, and then just comes out and trains himself up and just says whatever. It's all your fault. Why were you born with those eyes? If it weren't for you, I'd be in this mess. I had made it and endured it for so long, all those years of planning. I was so close, he already agreed. You, go and beg him to reconsider for me, okay? Tell him you'll do anything. Tell him you'll take me back. So yeah, I saw that, and while I'm a human plus, I rarely watch those indies. It depends when I watch indies. If there's somebody I take interest in, it's usually on some personality that I actually really like. Takari Moore is one of the videos that I subscribe to because a lot of the takes are pretty hilarious, and a lot of the like sayings and stuff that she's made have been entirely funny. And I really appreciate it. There has been one that I also want to really get into, but they've only posted kind of only recently, like reactions and stuff like that. And it's a Kaio Tora. Kaioruta. It's like a fox girl that has like been playing like Fortnite and Roblox and CSGO for a long time. But I've only recently liked her recent videos about reactions about Neuro and what was the other one? I think it was Vata Video. I could be wrong. No. Maxor. I'm like, oh look, drama. That's nice for the indie VTubers. Yeah. I think it's only interesting when I watch the VTuber drama from like False ID. I feel like False ID gives me the information that I need from like general drama, because I feel like I can trust it as much as I can. I haven't seen him post anything yet. No, he won't want to see you now. You can't go and see him. Mother.
It's all your fault. I wish I had never given birth to you.
The woman's face is distorted with hatred, as if the person before her is not her child, but an enemy who destroyed her future. She blames all her misfortune on the innocent child.
Everything will get better if you just die, right? If you die, he'll come back. We'll have another, more perfect child. One who will inherit the Ravenlock family bloodline. Then I'll be able to escape this pain. So, Hugo, for the sake of Mommy's happiness, just die, okay?
Well, there's so much drama happening in the VTuber community right now. There are like multiple layers of drama that is happening right now, and depending on how far and deep involved you are, you can see how important, how little, how big, and how varied the drama is. Anyway, fucking this story with Hugo. Fuck this bitch. Talk Show Tuesday. Yeah, they got announced before. I think it was around 3 o'clock today. She raises her hand, reveal a pair of scissors. The tip gleaming with chilling night, she thrusts the sharp point toward Hugo's paler eye. Then she suddenly vanishes, as she never had existed at all.
So, I wasn't awake yet after all. That's because you don't want to wake up again. Who are you? I am you. Hidden deep within your heart. Your most true self. You want to kill her, don't you? Your so-called mother. Every time she beat you without reason, when she tried to gouge out your eyes, when she sold you into that hell, laughing all the while. You wanted to be the one to end her life. Why not admit your hatred? As you are, you can hunt her down and make her pay for the living hell of a childhood she made you suffer. Yes, I hate her. I hate her because she was foolish and shallow, greedy and stupid. I hate her because she doesn't deserve to be a mother. She did everything she could to try and get into the Ravenlock family, believing she could live a life of luxury without having to do anything and never realizing she was a pawn, discarded from the very beginning.
Okay, so why didn't he do that? Why didn't he just...
So she chose to blame me. Blame me for my heterochromia. Blame me for my very existence.
Why? And why didn't he not kill her? It seems like a very fair situation. So why did he...
But I won't kill her, because I know it won't change anything. She was incapable of loving me, just as she is incapable of loving herself.
Oh. Well, after being raised by the Ravenlock family, he understands that there's... Like, killing her won't do anything. It won't make his life better. It won't make her life better. It won't make anything better. If my entertainment period is Bang Boo, I would like to be like, oh, look, you look adorable. Probably talk to her like my dogs or cats. Honestly, I'd probably treat it the same. If he had like a fluffy situation, I'd be like, oh, you're adorable. I like you. Kill. It's like, oh, okay. Anyway, but yeah, honestly, he understood that nothing would have changed with his situation. If he killed her, nothing would change. He'd just be kind of like... It'd be like... burning a wart off, like, some part of your body. Skin is skin, and warts happen every once in a while to some people. And if you burn it off, the wart is gone, and nothing changes about your skin, other than getting the wart off. Who's good in a demon you are? But yeah, it's like, yeah, it's basically like a wart. It shows up one day and it's just like a wart. It shows up on your skin. You burn it off, you get rid of it. You do whatever you need to make sure that it's dead. And it just goes away. That's basically the whole point of what he's talking about right now. That if he killed her, nothing would change. Skin would be skin. The wart would be a wart. And if he killed it off, the skin would still be skin.
Have you been brainwashed by that dog? Keeping up the act of being some magnanimous and forgiving fool?
No.
Don't compare us. I've simply come to understand love or hate. I make my own choices, and they have nothing to do with anyone else.
Based.
She sold you to the Ravenlock family for a huge sum of money. She used that money to start a new life.
I like how this is a serious part and I'm not being serious. Because you try to make me like Vivian. And you are failing. Vivian should be buried 6 feet in the ground. Anyway, I need to take a piss. I'll be right back. Almost tripped over something. Yeah. As Rhett said to Moom, you get to go through the sadness to be silly. A little bit. But this is not a play toward Vivian. Well, think about it like this. I went through the Harumasa storyline and the Miyabi storyline. I may not have gotten the full details of both of those, simply because I missed the event during those times. But also this video. Okay, I'll watch that one later. Probably before we end stream, I'll probably watch the video. But I may not have seen the Sukaku and Yanagi storyline that they had for the HS06, but I did get to experience the Harumasa storyline and the Miyabi storyline. Harumasa became like actually a character I actually really like now because of that whole storyline that he went through. And Miyabi, still, she's just a straight up badass. Still one of my favorite characters because he just avoids work and just straight up badass. Straight through and through. But I kind of wish I had that kind of wish I could go back and experience the Yanagi and Sukaku storyline. But that's just my whole situation. It's a Nux Taku video with Tenma and Filian about what? Is it about Cinder? I'll look at the message quick. Oh, no. It's that video. That video has been popping up a lot. Probably watch it. Anyway, let's continue.
Out to you. While she was indulging herself, you were going through hell in the Ravenlock Manor. Does it not torment you? Do you not feel the hatred? Do you not want to demand answers? Kill her. Only by killing her can you be truly free.
For a long time, I thought the same way. But now, well, I want to make a different choice.
Stop lying to yourself. You never had a choice. This weak-minded thinking will only lead you to failure. Like before, you'll be nothing but a worm, trampled into the dirt by those so-called elites.
Honestly, this is how I kind of see how he thought about this when he was young. Like, this is like, yeah, like when it says inner demon, this is how he thought when he was a child. When he couldn't process a lot of this information honestly and couldn't see a way out of this. This is how his mindset was back then. And then he met Jack, his teacher. And I think that's when his mindset kind of changed. And he saw ways and points and things he could have done that could have gotten out of this. And I think that's honestly when he changed entirely in some way, shape, or form, even though it was this extreme.
Do you still not get it? This is how the world is, and always has been. Hesitate and you'll be the victim. If you don't grab your knife first, you'll end up being on the other end of the blade. If you want to change anything, you must first become the one who makes the rules. Just like that woman. The only reason she could treat us that way was because we were weak. So listen to me. Find that woman, kill her, and prove to this world your strength. It's what she deserves.
I think Jack is definitely with the person who taught him how not to listen to this. Saved him for a very crucial moment where he would have done what the Ravenlock family has done to itself for years. And why he hasn't fallen into the trap and is thrown out of it.
Why forgive them? They don't deserve it.
Because he didn't.
I'm not forgiving them. Or rather, I don't care about them. They don't even matter, at least not yet. You know, perhaps the person I hate the most, the one I truly cannot forgive, has never been someone else. But rather my weak, powerless past self who could do nothing but hide inside a closet and cry. I hate myself for having neither the strength nor the courage to resist. I hate myself for begging for so-called familial love, even after being treated so terribly. I hate that despite the pain of my wounds, I still hope to receive the carrot and not the stick. And that means you. Correct. So, I forgive you. I forgive myself.
You'll regret this, fool. Your pretty words mean nothing. You will ultimately return here to me.
You'll ultimately regret returning here to me, as we get the the membership the membership ticket. After an intense bout of dizziness, Hugo awakens in the dark warehouse. The ropes that bound him have come undone at some point. Hugo takes a deep breath of the damp air and stands up. Hugo strains out his entire, tidies himself up, then opens the warehouse door.
I see. This is still an illusion. I wonder who's going to show up this time.
Brother! Hugo, let's play hide and seek.
No.
You're already hiding. You'll find me, right? Like you always do.
I saw the name Serena and I was like, wait, isn't that name important? Serena. And then I saw it again and I was like, oh no. Oh God.
You're looking in the wrong place. I found an even better hiding spot this time. Harder to find than any place you showed me. Hey, Hugo, do you ever wonder why I had to die?
It was because of me.
That's right. It was because of you. It's all your fault. If only you didn't exist, I wouldn't
How's the feels? I'm already dealing too much this week. I'm dealing with too much this week. I don't need this.
Still looking in the wrong spot. I can't believe you still haven't found me after all this time. Have you forgotten about me?
I haven't forgotten.
It's okay. I'll forgive you. I'll still be nice to you, just like before. I was the only one who was ever nice to you, wasn't I?
Yes.
Then tell me, why do good people always suffer? Why is kindness always punished instead? Tell me, Hugo, why? Hugo, are you lost? Go back the way you came. I left you a surprise there.
As if still had the nerve to stay in this house. They shouldn't have let him in from the start. Filthy little blood.
Curses and insults encircle Hugo, piercing his skin like frozen knives. The mockery and rage form a wave that crashes through him, threatening to drown him. Then as the cacophony reaches its peak, it goes silent. The air seems to congeal into the silence, deep and oppressive. It's as if time stood still, with only his rapid heartbeat echoing.
I told you that you would eventually return.
We meet again, my friend.
I told you, I am you. The side of you that you've always tried to deny existed.
Of course. I know. This time it's about Serena. Right?
Yes. Your half-sister. And the only child in the Ravenlock family who was kind to you.
Even the Bang Boo is sad.
Unfortunately, it was her kindness that led to her untimely death.
It was my fault.
I don't like the way you blame yourself. Because that means I'm to blame as well. And I don't think I did anything wrong. Your mother sold you to the Ravenlocks. And your father, he saw your talent and wanted to use you to push the other children into competing with each other.
My brothers and sisters wanted to get rid of me from the moment they first saw me.
They saw him as competition.
In their eyes, you were no more than a slave. But Serena dared to treat you, a slave, as if you were human. And so, she was fated to die.
They tried to kill me. Many times. But I was careful. And they did not succeed.
So they killed Serena, who was weaker, an easier target, and pinned everything on you. Serena died in your place.
He didn't kill Serena?
Those cruel brats thought that by reporting this to to get rid of you, a rival who threatened their positions.
So he took the blame.
Yet, not only did Father not blame you for the incident, he praised you for it.
In this world, only the ruthless, cruel, and merciless can stand at the top.
And that's exactly what you managed to live up to, no?
Yes and no.
You found a perfect opportunity thereafter to catch the ringleader of the group who framed you and almost beat him to death. Oh, you should have seen the expression on your face back then. Oh, crazed and manic with utmost delight.
He killed Serena's killer with his bare hands. I mean, it's revenge on the most deepest level. But it's also justice for the different reasons. And he enjoyed taking that revenge. Because he really did love Serena. And he was praised for killing her because he took the blame for it. And he found the killer who did it, and he beat them with his bare hands.
I don't remember that.
Seemingly unsatisfied with this answer, the inner demon transforms into him again.
Here you go again, trying to deny your desires. Deep down inside, you've always wondered, asking yourself why these evil people never got the punishment they deserved. Why the world is so unfair.
God, this storyline speaks so much to me. For obvious reasons. Revenge bad, just as good. Sometimes the world doesn't work out that way.
Don't you want to rip them to shreds? Just like that day when you beat that boy's face into the dirt until he was barely recognizable. His disgusting blood staining your fists. Recall your exhilaration, your cathartic release of rage, that outpour of hatred. That victory belongs to you. You deserve it.
Oh, I had a nose. I mean, how a lot of this situation can be applied to multiple people who have been been done wrong. And how many people live in this form of hatred? It's not hard to see why why it can be justified once you've been pushed past the limit.
Those brothers and sisters of mine are all dead. I cannot take revenge against the long deceased.
They died by Hartman's hand. dying in the power struggle to become the Ravenlock family's heir, rather than by our side. Boring.
Hugo is fucking struggling with this now.
Boring. I find it hilariously ironic. Children who would murder their own kin for scraps of power dead at the hand of their uncle who followed their example.
Hey, yo, fair statement. Put up the facts. This man is showing the tax return. He's like, this is what happened.
Is that not karma? Power struggles pitting kin against each other, betrayal, suspicion, and hatred between people of the same blood. It's like a curse written into the Ravenlock family's genes. Laughably stupid.
It is laughably stupid. They've basically made a sacrifice cult in the Ravenlock family, which is like what, like the sacrifice core and stuff, like situation like that. They've put like the idea that power is the most important thing to the family. And anybody with the slightest bit of power, money, wealth, fame, notoriety, drugs, connections, how does it say? Command, militarily. They put all the like forces of control and power on the table and told them, you gotta fight over each other. And they fought through each other, and basically all the lineage that they built has basically been dying for multiple days, years, months, who knows how long this has gone on. And now they're down to like the minimalist thing situations. Could be genes, could be reputation, could be anything.
Don't forget, my dear, that the same blood flows through your veins.
As if to prove his words, the inner demon transforms into Hartman.
That's right, my dear nephew. No matter how much you deny it, the blood of the Ravenlock family flows through your veins. Survival of the fittest. Only the strongest deserve to live. Only the strongest deserve to rule.
So it came down to the rule of the jungle versus
the path of success that has led the Ravenlock family to victory countless times. A blessing and a curse etched into your flesh and blood. As long as you live, you'll never escape the mark of family. You are destined to one day become someone like me, like your father.
Is that fear I sense? I can see you trembling. Why does the Ravenlock bloodline terrify you so?
I won't become like my father. Never.
You won't become a failure like him. So relax. Our power eclipses him, and so does our ambition.
Wait, is the inner demon becoming the true Hugo? Wait, hold on. What's going on here?
So, do not deny your own desires. Do not resist your own ambition. This is the talent you are born with. The best gift fate has ever given you.
Wait. Has the inner demon been baiting Hugo? I need to see more. We need to see more. We need more information.
Admit it. Deep within your heart lies a spark, yearning to ignite a raging inferno that will burn everything down.
Another hand has touched the frenzy flame.
And I am that spark.
This is the 3 hand. You see his 2 bunny ears? Well, there's 3 if you imagine it hard enough. After an intense bout of dizziness, Hugo awakens in the dark warehouse. The ropes that bound him had come undone at some point. Hugo takes a deep breath of the damp air and stands up. Hugo straightens out his attire, tightens himself up. Then he opens up the warehouse door.
Lycon. Never thought I'd be this genuinely thankful to see you. Seeing you means this never-ending nightmare is finally over, right?
Why did you break our oath? Why did you use me? My eye and these legs? They were all your fault. Your fault. You know you are exactly like your father.
I don't want to hear something like that from you. You have no idea what that man, my father, is really like.
A person who stops at nothing for their own interests and ambitions. Just like what you're doing right now.
I mean, that's a fair statement. Hugo has done a lot of this situation, but there's always, for now, there's always been a reason behind a lot of the little situations. And I feel like there's still more that he needs to tell us.
And what do you think I'm doing this for?
All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family was going to be, so you set Mockingbird's target there. To seek revenge, you plotted to assassinate your own father, but he was too vigilant, and you failed. After almost being assassinated, your father was furious and locked everyone in the hall, but was unable to find the assassin.
What the hell? What do you mean, what the hell?
And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity. So he used it to eliminate all the unfamiliar faces there, turning them into victims of the hollow. An easy feat for the Ravenlock family.
Star Wars Episode 3 is in theaters. Yeah, it's the 20-year anniversary. It's available on Tuesday, is what I've been told. I would want to watch it, but I am working Tuesday. And I have enough, I might have enough PTO to cover over Thursday, which is a very important day. I don't know if I'm going to go to work Thursday, because I'm thinking about it, and I haven't decided yet. Either I'm going to drink too hard during the day before and just take the day off for that, or something's going to happen and I don't know what's going to happen that day, and I'm just going to like suffer during work. Very likely I'm probably going to call in that day. something on Thursday is gonna happen. I don't know what it is yet. But I'm already sad. I'm already sad today. So, okay, let's continue.
So, the one who killed innocents was my father, not me.
You knew what choice an extremist like him would make. And you used the chaos to once again attempt an assassination. This time you succeeded. You killed your own father at the cost of innocent lives. Admit it, Hugo. You don't care about anyone else. The only thing you care about is your revenge. How is that any different from your father?
Vivian. He saw Vivian, what she wanted to do. And she has worked with Vivian as Mockingbird to try to correct
Enough.
this.
I'm tired. I may hate him for betraying me, but he wouldn't say something like that.
What?
You aren't Lycon. You're the other me, hidden deep within my heart.
Hugo takes a deep breath and slowly opens his eyes. Lycon is gone, and in his place is that familiar figure. Without a doubt, he is still within an illusion.
I've been waiting for you, my dear.
It seems you've already grown accustomed to this place, even turning the tables on me.
Just as you said, you are me, and I am you. There's no such thing as having an advantage over oneself. We are ultimately one and the same, forever inseparable.
Then you should know what I want to say. When you and Lycon split, you didn't even try to clear up the misunderstanding, didn't deny or argue against what he said.
Of course. Because Lycon had his own ideals and information that he wanted. And Hugo would do anything he needed to make sure that it is right. That is what I think is
Because you realized that deep down, he was right about you. You just hadn't acted on it yet.
Oh, okay. I thought about something else. Okay. I was thinking about what the information was going on. I wasn't thinking about the relationship.
Some people live only to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes murder is what brings justice back into this world.
Hugo is definitely against this.
For that, I must stain these hands in blood.
Oh, never mind. He's willing to stain his hands for the right reasons, I guess. Sorry, I took that as I thought he was trying to. Well, it kind of seemed like he was working on the right side until it couldn't. Like he was driven to the last moment where it could be like resoluted in any other situation, but no. Once you reach the end of negotiations, it's like, well, somebody's gotta die, I guess.
That's right. Just like what you said before you faked your death. Were those words really just an act? To slay the dragon, you must first become one with sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything.
I don't think he meant all of the whole situation. How dare you show me the Mume slap. The Mume Gora slap. That's a little bit devious. Anyway, let's continue.
You know the truth better than anyone. If you hadn't hesitated and instead seized the first opportunity to kill your father, none of what followed would have happened. Innocent civilians wouldn't have died. Your partner wouldn't have lost an eye and both legs trying to save people. And Mockingbird would have never gotten to that point. You can save more people. Save good people. Save more lives than the evil ones you take.
Okay, this is entirely flipped. This is Hugo's regret in not saving a lot of these people and taking a lot of these people in. But this is the good altruistic Hugo that he's been fighting with for years. You can save more people. Save good people. Save more lives than the evil ones you take.
I've spent countless hours in regret over that incident.
So why not submit to your true nature? You want to be the judge, jury, and executioner of this world. And you can.
Goodbye and Mome.
I wasn't responsible for Father's death. The true mastermind is my uncle, Hartman. His schemes to kill the head of the family were all so he could take control. Mockingbird was simply unlucky enough to get caught up in it. So, for a behemoth like the Ravenlock family, with its roots so deep, a single person's death, regardless of who that person is, wouldn't change anything. Of course, whether it's Tops, the Mayflower family, or even the entire world, it's actually all the same.
He gained perspective from this situation.
I refuse to be dragged down by pointless hatred any longer.
He believed in justice, and he believed what is right. To not be driven by emotion. Hugo is fucking based.
You foolish, stubborn idiot. Do you understand the power of hatred? Have we not come this far precisely because of it?
We have a true Jedi Master in Hugo.
Or are you going to follow Lycon and Jack's twisted logic? Come on. You don't actually trust anyone? Otherwise, why would you hide this whole scheme of faking your death from them? You've built an impenetrable wall around your heart, keeping everyone out. Of course you are right to do so. No one in this world can be trusted. Always. All you'll receive is hatred from your own blood and no love. Suspicion from your companions, and betrayal that comes all too easily. But the most ridiculous thing is that you want them to trust you. You stay silent and long for them to notice your suffering.
You yearn for your companion's understanding and trust. Idiot. That's why you are incapable of exploiting them for your own ends. You care about their safety even more than your own. But remember, only the weak need companions. And we are children born from hatred. We are different from them. I will never be like them. And I don't need to be. Come. Let me show you what powers we can wield. But you are me. And I'll never lose to myself.
Oh my god. They talked about pride and arrogance and stuff like that. You know what? I think the whole reason I care about Hugo is because I see a lot of myself I see a lot of myself in Hugo's situation. Okay, I need to take a piss. I'll be right back. Persona? Fair enough.
The injustice you've suffered.
I slept and I fucked up everything.
If you
Okay, apparently I sent a beer somewhere else. I have no idea where.
You were wondering when that was gonna happen? Yeah. I am very kind of fucked up. So just to let you know, I'm drinking 16 ounces. I have 2 beers left in the last 16 ounce before I open this next one. So 16 ounces in a 12 pack is usually I would say like a I would like to think like what are you doing?
What are you doing, kid?
I'd like to say like a 20 pack in a 12-ounce can. I think that would be the economics. Matter of it was made, matter of time. But yeah. So I'm down to the last 4 beers in a 16-ounce pack. So I am pretty intoxicated right now. But I think I'll continue anyway, because I want to see where this goes.
I'm very interested in the story. Especially since I like Hugo so much. I want Hugo as my teammate. More than Vivian. In any way, shape, or form.
It's better. You're just afraid to admit it. You're too scared to face your true self and what you truly desire. Give up. It's better. Are you trying to kill me? You think you can just get rid of me? Without me, you are nothing.
For what it's worth, thank you. Don't be afraid. You and I are inseparable. You're part of me, just as I am part of you.
You remember it just like you remember
Fancy
Genshin.
words won't change anything.
Maybe.
No. It's not just platitudes. I finally understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen, when it's accepted. So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore. Weakness, hatred, malice, strength, forgiveness, justice.
And then also they really did copy. In some way, yes. I feel like they copied the idea from Persona 5.